Today, we're here with Dr. Ugalde, consultant for medical device companies, and Ashley Black of Ashley Black Company. And Dr. Ugalde, how were you introduced to Ashley and fascia blasting?
I met Ashley in a company that I consult from Stem Cell Clinic, and she's always, looking forward to improve health.
And why did you ask Ashley to be a keynote speaker at the SAPS conference?
So for me, is amazing the journey that Ashley has been in the past few years. I think the blaster is only the tip of the thing that she had made. I think she's a entrepreneur, strong woman. And I think it's example for all the medical community, how you can, with base science, you can do products that increase, the health of the people.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Ashley has definitely changed lives in so many ways. And Ashley, why would plastic surgeons want to use the fascia blasters as part of their services?
Well, I'm so excited about the possibility of using our products with the word and, liposuction and fascia blasting, Botox and fascia blasting, because, at the end of the day, our products really do two things, and they're very valuable to plastic surgeons. One is it smooths the skin, which that is definitely something that patients are running to their doctors to solve. And the other thing is just much deeper, which is that the fascia blasters remodel the tissue. I used to have a small clinic at a plastic surgeon's office, and we did everything from, work with metastasized breast, immediately post-op, long-term post-op, contouring treatments, cellulite, all of that. So for me, it's like, let's go South America, let's get this popping.
And it sounds like it's going to be great for so many professionals. And Dr. Ugalde, why is tissue remodeling so revolutionary in the world of plastic surgeons? And what was your initial reaction to the ultrasound images of fascia blasting results?
Yeah, I think, the world has changed regarding body contouring. There's a lot of machines and things that said that they remove cellulitis. And the experience from the plastic surgery community is that some of these things, they don't work that much. So when I saw the fascia blaster and see how the world is moving now about all the liposculpture that they are doing now, the way they sculpt the body, trying to find the muscles and just show them more beautiful, I think is perfect match with the fascia blaster, because the pre-op and post-op use of this device, I think it will help to keep that result for many years. When you see devices, you always see the results before and after, but I think having the ultrasound before and after, it just makes a lot of sense, and it is the aha moment, right? So I think that's the biggest difference regarding other devices, and I think everything is a complement. I think the fascia always has to be in any treatment, invasive or not invasive, because it will help definitely to remodel the fascia and avoid the cellulitis.
And how else do you see plastic surgeons incorporating the fascia blaster into their clinical practice?
So in a lot of ways, they do, for example, facelift. I think if you wanna have a longer result, you can use the fascia to stimulate, the collagen. The neck is always a really difficult part, and I think that the fascia makes a lot of sense there too. And of course, in all liposculpture, it's difficult for a plastic surgeon to have a result, and 2 or 3 or 4 years later, having his result that he put on a table, totally different what we had 2 or 3 years. So I think the fascia just is a great tool the patients can take home and just work in their post-op, but they can, usually forever. And I think it will help to maintain the result for longer years.
That's amazing to hear. And we know so many people are going to be excited to hear this collaboration. And what's next after the Columbia conference?
Well, I think, we need to give the opportunity to all the medical community to try this and to give them to their patients. I think Latin America is now the mecca of liposculpture. HD liposuction was born in Colombia, so we're going to the mecca to start, to start this new journey. So I think it's just the tip of the iceberg, and there's a lot of things that are coming.
I am totally obsessed with, first of all, everybody that Dr. Ugalde's introduced me to, because in South America, this is like a new breed of plastic surgeon, right? Like these guys are so forward thinking and they're inventing these incredible techniques. So, you know, for me, where I see it, it's like if they've leveled up to that point, you know, that they are now the masters of this liposculpt, then for sure they're going to want to maintain that result and not have someone develop fibrosis. And I just feel that that's where we can come in, is that like little extra piece, you know, to make sure that everything goes good in the weeks following that procedure. But the reality is that is a way that some people choose to take care of their body, and I'm not here to judge. And by the way, if you can, you know, make sure that your fascia stays good, then it just makes surgeries, you know, by and large, less risky.
And I think another important thing is a lot of the people, the end consumer, sometimes is afraid of what they can buy out there. I think now that we have the medical community background in the fascia blaster and even using it in their patients recommended, the end consumer will be more satisfied, and it will be more calm that this comes through science and not come from a commercial thing.
The only other thing I would love to touch on is just kind of, you've said before, like this is just such a great thing for like these influencers and these doctors, and you think it's going to be huge. So just maybe a little bit on why you think that.
Well, this medical community, they base all their marketing in the people, in their patients, and they have been having a lot of engagement with their patients. They are influencers. It's hard to see that in the medical community, but I think it's the best way to communicate. There's a lot of people has a lot of doubts in plastic surgery. They go through even non-aesthetic or other surgeons that are not plastic surgeons, and they commit mistakes. And I think this is about safety. We need to work with the best people, and these guys are communicating really well. So they are influencers. They will transmit the message, and that's really important for everyone. I think there's a lot of people who go through pregnancy and they have really good skin, and this will help to tie that back. As a lot of people that they do, for example, maybe a mommy makeover, but their legs are, you cannot do a bigger procedure, but the leg's still a little bit cellulitis. This is perfect for that part. It doesn't have to come with surgical. I think it's just a way to increase the performance of the blaster, and you can use it in different parts of your body, even the ones that you're not submitting to surgery.
Yeah, like arms, right?
Yeah, exactly. For example, there's a lot of controversy in the arms, because you can mark the arms or you can liposculpt the arms, and then if you get that fat, it can look weird. So there's a lot of people that doesn't like that. So if you're gonna do a liposuction in your belly, but you don't want to do the arms, you can do the fascia for the arms, and it will help the result, right?
Yeah, 100%. What about mixing it with the non-surgical stuff, like, I don't know, M-sculpt, Bella shape, all that kind of stuff?
That's perfect. I think it's perfect. I think some of the things that these machines are lacking is something to remove or move the fascia. One of the things that I have seen is those machines help when you're using them. The minute you stop using it, everything goes back. So I think and I'm pretty sure that if you combine those kind of machines with the fascia blaster, it definitely help to maintain the result for longer periods, because you're going to use it every day. So that's the cool thing about having this manually tool that you can use at home whenever you want.
Having the partnerships on kind of all sides of the medical community, I think for the company is a total game changer. Not just in terms of this instant revenue for the next 2 years, which imagine, 800 doctors in South America and all of the chiropractic students that Dr. Thomas has had over the past 35 years, that's a hell of a good way to, distribute the products, kind of boutique retail across the board. So I think that's going to have a definitely, tens, 20s, 30s of millions of dollars impact to the bottom line, like pretty much immediately. But what's so exciting is that we only are using this tissue remodeling for basically one application, which is cellulite, because that's kind of what we're known for. But we know that this has an incredible blue ocean component to it in terms of its application. We just have to have people who are motivated to do research so that we can get it in the hands of those MS patients, so we can get it in the hands of people with arthritis and fibromyalgia and all the things that are fiber or fascia based diseases. So having these partners who are going to be using it on these patient populations and going to be able to do some studies opens up a whole new pipeline and opens up our world of TAM to include pretty much every human being on the planet.